Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another fun episode of the Drunken Under Quarantine show, brought to you by the Woolen Comedy Club. And tonight we're back on episode 39 with always GW Collen and Mr. Matt Vita. Let's get into it. God, I don't know if those are going to get old, but I'm going to have fun using them. So, yeah, we got a lot to talk about. It's been, as always, we say it's been a crazy week, and yet again, the world has not failed us. But this week, it was the fun kind of crazy. So tonight, we're going to talk about some subjects. We're going to talk about how catch up with Matt Vita, see how Corona time has been treating him down in NYC. We're going to talk about Bernie becoming a meme god. We're going to talk about the lady who made those beautiful mittens for Bernie. We're going to look through some Bernie memes, and then we're going to ask the question on everybody's mind: has 2021 already peaked? But without further ado, we welcome to the spotlight stage our first performer of the evening, welcoming Collen Doyle.
Hey, how's everybody doing tonight?
There we go.
Good to see you guys. Great to be here on the program, as usual. Super Bowl's coming up. Thing that kills me about the Super Bowl is that everybody says they're the world champion, right? Oh, we're the world champions. We won the Super Bowl. We're the only country that partakes in it. You can't be the world champions when you never played any other country. It's like with Tom Brady, everyone calls him the GOAT, GOAT being the greatest of all time. But it's like, yeah, but you didn't play everyone else in the world, did you? You know what I mean? Like, all we know is there was like a quarterback in Somalia who was like unbelievable, And like Tom Brady never played him or her. Don't say that you're the greatest of all time, People say they're real big sports people. People say that they learn so much in sport. I learned so much in sport, I feel like I learned more in detention than I ever did in sport. I feel like I learned absolutely nothing in sports other than I'm good at losing. I learned that young. That was helpful. Never learned anything. I learned more like in media arts class or art or, lunch than I did playing sports. And people too, sometimes like everybody knows so much about sports and people like think that I'm not a sports person, So when like I try to talk about sports, people are like, you don't know anything about sports. You don't know anything about sports. And I'm like, well, you don't know anything about literature, jazz, or theater, but well, not jamming that down your throat. Had a good week. I love to see how my associate here has been doing on the other side of the hill. GW, how you doing, man?
Hey, I've been doing great. And I want to say a little sidebar. I would say the United States won nuclear weapons, and no one else played us. So
we win.
Yeah, that. I mean, that's sort of similar. All right, that joke bombed. I get it. My week has just started, and it's weird because I'm back at school again, and I have a busier semester than I did last semester, and I'm still in like the holiday mind frame of just waking up around 9, smoking a doobie, and then going back to bed. Like there is so much of me that does not want to be productive at all, and just wants to sit around and be like, fuck it. but I'm not going to, because my wife would kick my ass, and that right there, like being emasculated from my wife, is much more of a motivator than like I wish I was with her in high school because I would have gotten straight A's. Seriously, like she's the type of person that motivates me to do good because I know that she would give me so much shit if I don't. like I can't even thinking about like just passing with C's. Like to me, that's passing because passing with C's, you're average. Like you still get the same credit number as you do with A's, but with C's, so you have to do less work. And she doesn't see the world that way. She thinks C is not trying your hardest. And I agree with her. It's not trying my hardest. It's trying just enough to squeak by without getting too noticed. Like the one thing that all my report cards always said was, he does not give his full effort or pay attention in class. Damn right. If I can half-ass this shit and still pass, you need to do something different. Like, it's not my fault. I can sit there thinking about jerking off to the girl in front of me and still pass your goddamn class with a C average. Oh, no. Puberty was, like, I hated puberty growing up. Like first off, like, I didn't get any of my height until I was a senior in high school. Like, till then, I was like 5'4" and 400 pounds. I was a fucking round fucker. So I had bigger tits than most of the girls in my school. That type of thing. Like, I just fucking hated high school and puberty and just wanted to get rid of it. And I still have that mentality, and I still have the same tit size too. So I just yeah, I forgot where I was going other than like oh, this is shit I should be talking to my therapist about. Not necessarily the entire world. Hi, Mom. How are you doing? Yeah, so there's that. I've also been taking care of my mother-in-law, who's been recovering from knee surgery, and she's clapping in the background like everyone else can hear her.
Well, I could.
Oh, good. Yeah. Yes.
We got live hecklers on the show now.
Yeah, you gotta love it. And it's been fun because like I've never hung out with like a mom figure before, and it's the best of both worlds. I get to take care of her and be like, Mom, what do you want to do for dinner? or what do you want to do for lunch? Or what do you want to do for breakfast? Basically, it's me asking her what she wants to eat and making sure like she has food. Like that's something I got from my mom, where like clearly you're in pain and there's discomfort. I know what causes we'll fix that is food, which probably is also why I was 4'1" and 400 pounds in high school. I had a lot of pain that I ate down. Carbs were my friend. They still are. I love my carbs. Anyways, all right, let's turn it back over to Hickory, and let's get this ball still rolling down the court. Sports talk.
Yeah, ball rolling. That's the name of this show. So you can kind of see that. Okay, we're going to attempt a little feat with some playing cards. We're going to do a quick one. It's going to be fun, though. So, Matt, we're going to play a little game real quick.
Oh.
And I'm going to ask you for a couple questions. The first one is I'm going to just kind of do this kind of dealy, right? And you're going to say stop whenever you'd like.
Stop.
Okay. So that wasn't to determine like what your card was. It was just to determine how many cards we were going to play with, because Hickory doesn't like to play with a full deck because it's more fun that way for him. Basically, what I plan on doing, and may or may not work, is I'm going to go down. I'm just going to show you a card like that one, right? Mm-hmm. And then I'm going to set the card right there, and you can see that. That's in clear focus. When you're happy with a card, you're going to, right after I set it down, you're going to say stop. or hold it or something. And basically, I'm just going to go down through cards like that until you decide that one is the one that you want. And the beauty is that I can't really see them because of this big ass tower in the way. But
ooh, stop.
Stop right there.
Yeah.
Okay. So now I'm going to show you that I've been working on my pickpocket ability just a little bit, not a whole lot. I'm still not very good at it. And we'll just set the rest of the cards right on top of there. So what I think I have an inkling as to what your card was. And I'm going to try to read your mind a little bit, Matt. We're gonna, it was your card was a red card. Oh, goddamn. See, I'm not very good at the mentalism. So what I did was after I set your card down and then I set a card case and more cards on top of it was instead of just going to like pull it out of the air. And that might be your card, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you so much. That was fun. Anyways, without further ado, we will keep this ball on the roll, or this rolling on the balls. I don't know, something about balls, and I'm just having a great old time over here. Anyways, welcome to our spotlight stage. A good friend we haven't had back since before or around election time. And we're glad to have him back because he feels like a brother, and we miss the hell out of him. And we're glad to see that, well, he looks like he's doing all right. We haven't asked him, so let's ask him. And please welcome to our spotlight stage this evening, the chief and commander of the Zoom Boom, Mr. Matt Vita.
Yo, what's up? Zoom, boom, boom. How we doing? Oh, yeah. All right, let's get this ball up this fucking hill, guys. All right, we're getting the ball going. I just got to say that this is going to be a hard set for me because after GW set, like, I want to talk about his tits, but I'm not going to talk about his tits. I might. I'm not. I'm going to try really hard the whole time not to. Guys, I'm mad. I hate to say it. I'm pissed off at Poland. Okay, and I'm part Polish, so I can say this, but leave it to Poland to put out a water that you can only drink in the springtime. It's like you don't see my father from Brooklyn with Italy summer water, you know? My mother doesn't got no Germany winter water, all right? Poland, shove it up your ass. Okay. They say going bald is nature's haircut, but it's the only haircut I've had in 2 years. My hairline is like a pesky batter, though. We're doing sports jokes tonight, right? It's like my hairline's like a pesky batter. Like when I was 22, it went back to about here, and now I feel like I just got like a full count. I'm just hitting off foul balls for the last 13 years. Right there, hasn't moved much. Got the okay. You guys know porno?
Yes.
Very
right. Porno's crazy, right? Like the porn industry, like the rise to the top is so quick, Like you suck one cock on camera, you are a porno star. I know comics that have been on Jimmy Kimmel and they're doing freaking Zoom open mics, all right? It's just it's a different thing. This next one is a very serious health joke. So try to be mature and not laugh when I say the word penis, okay? Now, nobody likes to look down while they're peeing and see blood come out of their penis. But what if it was followed by confetti? Or an Amazon gift card, right? Okay. Anyway, let's get back on the same page. Everybody that I've ever met hates cockroaches, right? You guys hate cockroaches?
Yep.
I don't know if you ever had them in New York. So you get everyone hates cockroaches. But I'm just gonna tell you guys, I've got some pussy roaches at my place if you want to party. My girlfriend's on a diet right now, and yesterday she had her cheat day. So I had my cuck day.
Oh, that's a good one.
People meet on the internet, right? People meet on the internet, all right? Newsflash, people meet on the internet and have sex. But, you guys, if you meet a girl on Instagram and you DM her, and then subsequent to that, you have sex, and then subsequent to that, she has a child, and then subsequent to that, that child has a child. That child is your grandson. I hate myself too. Don't worry. Okay, guys, this is an impersonation. This is my impersonation of Beavis from Beavis and Butthead. Like if he took his acting a little more serious, you know, like instead of just smoking pot with Butthead all day and watching Metallica music videos, maybe he went to Juilliard. Okay. I am the great Cornholio. I need TP for my bunghole. Are you threatening me? Okay, cool. This next thing's not a joke. It's just a story. I forget if I told you guys this, so don't stop me if I did, because I'm going to tell it anyway. But this is just like, I like to really fuck with people, like you know, in like a fun way. I feel like you guys will get a kick out of this if I didn't tell you this. On Thanksgiving, did I tell you this about on Thanksgiving? No? All right.
I don't think so.
Okay, so on Thanksgiving this year, I had a fun idea. Obviously, I was like in lockdown. I was spending it in Brooklyn by myself. So I had one of my friends. I was like, dude, I have an idea. They were live streaming the parade. I was like, dude, let's live stream the parade and put it on our sketch group's Facebook, but cut the audio out, go into Zoom, and we'll overdub voices over like the announcers and stuff like that. So we did that, and you guys know me enough. Like, it got pretty raunchy and like pretty terrible. But this is the funny thing, is that people are so stupid that it wound up like going viral, and people thought it was the real broadcast. So there was literally thousands of people watching and hundreds of comments of people like, NBC should be ashamed of themselves. These announcers need to stop cursing. When is Britney Spears going on? Because we kept saying Britney Spears was coming on next. We were a little over 4,000 viewers when NBC actually caught our live stream and shut us down. So we actually had a notification from NBC, like, you guys have been shut down.
Oh, that's wonderful.
So that was that. I've been in Vermont for a while now. I've been snowboarding a lot. So what I've been doing now is I like to mess with people on the lift line. Like, I've been riding by myself, so I'll just ride the singles line. Even in COVID, they'll put like one person on the far side, you know. And if you ride the lift with me, man, you're in for a ride, okay? Like on Saturday, I was riding up with someone from Boston, and I'll be honest, I get pissed at people that don't follow the rules, and like clearly people are not like quarantining or testing; they're just fucking coming here. So like, there's some guy from Boston. I was just fucking with him. I was like, you're from out of town, aren't you, man? You're from out of town. I was like, where are you from? He's like, Boston. I'm like, you know what, man? I was like, you hot ripper or not hot ripper? He's like, yeah, I could ski, man. I was like, you're no powder hound. You're a fucking powder hound coming here with the creamy, milky leftovers. Get out of here. He works for Amazon. I met another guy the same day. I met this other guy, teenager. He's like blasting music like one of those punks. I'm like, not having it. So about a minute and a half into the ride, I look at him stone cold, dead in the eye. I'm like, all right, bro. I know you don't know me, man, but I'm going to ask you a serious question. Scale of 1 to 10, how much fucking gnar are you shredding today, bro? And I kept it real, like I was acting, you know, I was better than Beavis in my impersonation. So this dude was dead serious, you know, he's like, he thought about it. He's like 10. And I'm like, dude, don't fucking bullshit me. There's no way you're shredding 10 on the NAR scale. And he took another breath. He's like, all right, man, I've done a 7 so far, but I'm going to try harder on the next run. That's really it. You know, that's it. I'll give you one. This is an old lift line thing. Me and my friend used to do back in the day. We would ride together, and like it was me and this girl, and like halfway through the ride, we'd start being like, hey, I'm not going to use a real name. Hey, fake name, Jessica. Like, Mom's getting really upset because you keep sleeping with all of my friends. Okay, like. You can't sleep with everybody that comes in the house. And then she would play along and be like, but I love having sex with all of your friends. I know what I'm trying to say is if you guys want to ride the lift with me one of these days, just give me a buzz. I'm lonely. I'm assaulting strangers. Okay. Pray for snow.
That might have been my favorite part.
I'm gonna take my sweater off. I'm gonna give back to the room. Take the sweater off. Let's see. Can I do it without revealing that hairline? Oh, nope.
Kind of looked like Rasputin for a second.
I've gotten that I look like what's that HBO show where the guy like sells weed on his bike? He's like, do you know what I'm talking about?
What's it? High Maintenance.
Yes, I get that a lot, and I get it.
Oh, it's perfect, Betty.
Thank you.
I understand the feeling of thinning hair.
Yes. Mine has come to recede in like random spots though. There's just like random little sections. Oh, we're on the talk show part. I guess I switch over the camera view. Sorry about that, guys. Thank you everybody for joining us here. We are on the Drunken Under Quarantine show. Matt, thanks for being on the show, brother. It's been a while.
Good to be
Hey,
back.
thanks for being back, brother. This is our 9-month. This is episode 39. That's 3/4 of a year, which means if you put a baby into somebody on episode 1, where GW wasn't even a host yet, he was the guest for the first episode.
Yes,
and it seems like forever ago, but it's been really fast. It's weird. But thank you for thanks for being here, brother. It's good to see you as always, and it's great to hear you asking the tough questions on the mountain. But maybe like the media, you should switch it up and ask some soft questions once in a while. Get on next to that guy on the ski lift and look him dead in the eyes and be like, well, what flavor ice cream do you like? Do your socks have dogs or cats on them? So you gotta ask the hard-hitting questions. But without further ado, I will start off right here by asking you, mister, how's coronavirus treating you this time, since the last time we've seen you?
It's been good, man. Well, not good, but I feel like I found a way to exist and be happy. Been up in Vermont, been snowboarding a lot, been doing a couple of really cool creative projects. I've been making content for this new app, doing all these weird like remix videos and this like little series. And actually, I'm doing this thing Friday. Plug. It's
please.
It's this project called Salem's Ghost, the Lynn Lady, and it's like an audio series. But for the premiere, there's this whole like virtual event. So they built out this like world. It's almost like a video game. So there's, basically like you have this little avatar. I don't know. I'm old. And like,
however they pronounce that word.
you like walk around in this world, and, like you walk in the theater, and then like the first episode will play, and then there's like all these like I'm doing like this improv thing like in between episodes. Like you walk in this other room, there's like a bar. I don't know. I'm bad at describing it, but it's like a video game with real people, and they're like if you're over here on the map, and then like you walk close to someone, then like you like their face comes on the screen, so it's really like oh I get we're gonna be computers.
What's it called?
The project's called Salem's Ghost, but the technology they built it on, the platform is called GatherTown. So like other people can use that platform. That's just what they're using for the premiere. But it's cool.
That's super cool.
Yeah.
So it's a virtual reality world, essentially, but with real world content in it so that people can virtually attend.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, that's super cool. That's what the future looks like, I think, right?
Yeah.
It's like eventually we don't go places. I actually watched that movie. I don't know if any of you guys have seen Player Ready 1 ever, but it's basically set in like 2070 where everything sucks and we're way overpopulated and it's too dense, and people like Chicago is like trailers as high as the sky can go, just built on like steel frames, and people live all packed in. So everybody escapes to virtual reality, and it's this crazy, like everybody lives in virtual reality because it's so much better than actual reality. And they're like, oh yeah, that's coming.
We're getting there, man.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's cool and terrifying, which is exactly how I feel about our first subject tonight, which is the fact that our Senator Bernie Sanders has become the new meme god of the internet. He has taken over every single feed that I have. And I just wanted to get your guys' opinions as guys who live in Vermont and tell jokes in Vermont and around the area. And what do you think? You think this is it's like a one and done, or are we going to be riding this train out for a while? Matt, we'll start with you.
Well, I want to preface this by saying I think it's great. I think the country is coming together through the Beam Bernie, the Bernie meme.
The meme Bernie.
I don't know. I've seen it in everything. I haven't seen a meme transcend this many different subgenres, maybe ever.
It's pretty incredible.
Fighting ones. There's emo ones. I think it's great. I mean, I think it's going to be gone in a week, but I think it's great while it lasts.
Oh, we got strong words in the comment section. Jason P. Mercier is saying Bernie is a joke.
Yes, yeah, that's what we're saying.
I would have to agree with you, my friend. I can't even argue that. G-Dubs, what do you think? You think we're going to be riding this Bernie meme through the rest of the year? Or you think this is like a flash in the pan and it's going to be gone?
I'm hoping it's a flash in the pan, much like Bernie's presidential runs. No. He would have done great for the country. No, seriously. So amazing. Here's my thing. Like, in how long has he been in office? What good has he done for us? Can someone point that out? Like,
Whoa. You need to stop talking about Biden like that, sir. He is the most popular president that America has ever seen. And, oh, no, you were talking about Bernie. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. That was very rude of me.
Like, what was his greatest claim to fame? Making the Lake Champlain a Great Lake for a month. And then like, whoa, we can't do that. But we got some money for it. So, okay.
That was a thing? I don't even remember that one.
Yeah, that happened years ago. But yeah, I was in high school. So
what happens to a lake once it becomes a Great Lake?
It becomes
funding.
Okay.
I think what happened is they came up to Vermont and realized that Lake Champlain is just kind of good. Like, it's not even anywhere near great. You know, it's like if great's like a 7, you know, and like perfect's a 10, and good's like a 5. It's like a 4.5. Like, it's, you know.
Well, Champlain should get together with Lake George and start their own new party, and then take over these Great Lakes. Okay.
Oh, we got a winner in the comment. The beautiful assistant comments in. She says, if he marketed it for $1 every meme, he would have made more than he raised. You got to learn how to chat, honey. Basically said that if he made $1 for every meme that's been produced, he would have raised more than his campaign did.
Well,
I would agree.
I will give him credit. He did put the meme on a sweatshirt and sold that for $45.
Okay,
and gave money to charity.
that's still cheaper than the AOC sweatshirts, right?
I believe so.
Oh, God. Jason comments in. He says, have you guys seen the Bernie doll crocheted? I have not, Jason, but if you manage to send me a message, I will put it up on the show because I would love to see this thing. And the beautiful assistant also comments in and says, laugh my ass off, fucking auto text.
Blame
Which,
technology.
part of me, I can't blame her for typing so wrong, but I want to.
You know, what's crazy to me is like when I was watching this thing and I see this picture of Bernie, at first I had a kind of a moment where it was like, in retrospect, you're from Vermont when ... It's like, you're from Vermont when you see Bernie sitting there with some crazy knitted mittens that look like he, like literally when I saw it, I was like, where on Church Street did he get them? Like, who on Church Street peddled these gloves to him? And it turns out it was someone knitted them for him, But what was crazy to me is I was just like, yeah, he just looks pretty normal. And then people are like, well, it's the inauguration. You should probably be dressed up a little bit more than he is. But to me, and then I saw the jacket. I was like, I bet the jacket's Burton. And then sure enough, the jacket was Burton. And you're just like, you can't write this stuff,
Oh, we got so the beautiful assistant came through. I'm going to share this real quick. Hold on. I gotta find which one. That one.
Not that one.
That is the that right there, my friends, is the crocheted Bernie that somebody made. That looks like it took a few minutes. Okay, we can stop that share. So you share that up real quick. The next subject we're going to go into, which was a great segue, but I missed it by like 5 seconds because I was busy clicking around trying to pull up the image. Collen brought up the mittens, and we are going to talk about that for a minute. The lady who actually made Bernie's mittens. We have a story about her from the Federalist that we're going to do. Boom. And share. Sorry, I'm still getting the... but we're going to share this real quick. So the woman behind Bernie's iconic mittens quit making them because high taxes killed her business. This is a story from about 3 days ago, January 22nd, 2021. So the Vermont school teacher who made Bernie Sanders mittens featured in the most recent viral meme, which they should change that because it's not just a meme anymore. This thing has transcended memeness. It's practically on meme god status. Said that she stopped making them after the federal government taxed her too much. She said, quote, people have been contacting me thinking they can get mittens, and actually they can't. I don't have any more. I don't have much of a mitten business anymore because it really wasn't worth it. Jen Ellis explained to Slate. Independent crafters get really taken for a ride by the federal government. We get taxed to the nth degree. I assume there was supposed to be a number there.
No.
Oh, no, that's just a phrase?
Yeah.
Okay. To the nth degree, and it wasn't really worth it pursuing them as a business, even as a side hustle, which is funny that she couldn't have like sold these under the table. Even though Sanders admitted in 2019 that he would raise taxes on the middle class to support his Medicare for All plan, Ellis has shown support for the senator, sending him the repurposed sweater mittens in 2016 because she was, quote, heartbroken, unquote, that he lost the Democratic nomination and, quote, probably won't run again, unquote. I thought I'd like to see him. I'd like to make him a pair of mittens. And I did, Ellis said. I totally remember the night I did it. I was thinking to myself, is this crazy? I don't even know this guy. But I wanted to make them for him, so I did. And despite her outrage at the government for taking her money, like it does all of us. Ellis told the Washington Post on Wednesday that she appreciated Sanders' radical education and debt forgiveness platform. So to clarify, real quick, for those not paying attention, this lady who just complained about the federal government taking her money is about to go on a rampage that goes like, I'm also super pro Bernie, and as a public school teacher, I can see every day how families are struggling. People are just trying to make ends meet, and they need things like student loan forgiveness and, quote, free education, unquote, and a lot of things that Bernie's fighting for. Sorry, the irony in her quote got me. The mittens first got the public's attention in 2019 after a picture of Sanders lending them to someone on the campaign trail circulated on the internet. After that, Ellis took it upon herself to sew 10 more pairs and mail them to the campaign. Following inauguration day, however, Ellis said the response and requests for her now famous mittens are overwhelming, crashed her Gmail. Google, get on it, and showed her the downside to raising taxes. I mostly made them as gifts, she said, explaining that it was too difficult to keep up while she teaches second grade and raises her own children. To which many questions were raised. But basically, what do you guys think? I also have a follow-up to this. So we'll ask the question over, what do you think about this woman closing her business and then it getting famous?
I could smell the irony.
It was palpable.
Yeah, no. It's like, I guess she could always restart it and not pay federal taxes. Is that such a crime, really?
Yes.
Maybe just a little bit. Colin, what are you thinking?
Well, you know what I think is kind of funny is like the when you see Bernie dressed like this, you're like, he literally didn't buy a damn thing, did he? You know? and it turns out his jacket was given to him by his son when he was working at Burton. And it's a Burton jacket.
I actually looked that jacket up earlier. It's like $137.
Well, he didn't even pay that for it. It was given
dude.
to
Part of me was pissed off. I'm like, I see all these other assholes wearing these $900 to $1,500 Canada Goose jackets.
Yeah.
You hear this poor
This is
fucking
what we
80-year-old
got,
man is wearing a lowly Burton jacket.
Burton, baby. He's like the consulate from Vermont. You know what I mean? Like if this country had consulates, it would be like Bernie. Like Bernie's like being in like DC, like, like I brought these things. But it was actually funny because I heard someone was talking to Bernie on an interview. And they said, Bernie, your mittens are getting a lot of attention. Would you like to talk about your mittens? And Bernie said, would I like to talk about my mittens? Would I like to talk about my mittens? The American people are suffering. They need a $2,000 check immediately. And you want to talk about my mittens? To be fair, when you wear mittens like that to an inauguration, one must assume it might draw some attention. I don't think anybody expected it to take over the internet and, like DW said, perhaps be the most transcendent meme of all time. But I definitely feel like he's just like the Vermont consulate down there. Like, if they cut into his feet, like, what is he wearing? Like Birkenstocks? Like, at this point, like, are you gonna like put the money down? Like, I'm going like 10-1. He's wearing Birkenstocks while he's got his upper body covered up.
This is the Jason actually just sent this through. This is the adorable picture of those crochet dolls. So I figured I'd share those real quick. Jason, thank you for coming through on that, my friend. We appreciate it.
But to the woman's point, I would say that I would start the business back up. I mean, if you had this amount of attention, I would like get a couple people, start making some mittens, or even just take the orders and be like, oh, we're super busy. We got like 6 months, to get you the Bernie mittens. But I would sell them, and I would market them like made in Burlington, Vermont, like
Essex, you'd be lying, my friend.
Different.
I should market them.
We're gonna have to get Vinny on the phone to He's gonna be our source in the north to let us know if Essex and Burlington are the same thing or not. But the follow-up is, and I didn't pull up the article because there's too much other fun stuff to get to for the show, is that my wife found on Etsy that this lady has, now that her mittens have national coverage due to memes and the mainstream media latching onto that, realizing they needed to cover this because it is fucking important. She's back in business. So, Miss Mitten Maker of Essex lady, if you want to reach out to the show, you probably wouldn't sponsor us and we probably wouldn't sponsor you, but we'd love to have you on to talk about your fucking mittens for a second. So, if you do happen to find us out online, reach out because, you know, we're Vermonters too, and we care about these things that impact us locally.
First question I'm asking is, have you ever given a hand job with those gloves on? You know, make it real comfortable for her.
I wonder if the wool would be itchy, or maybe you invert it and then you have the fleece on the outside and the wool on the inside.
I do like jerking off into fleece. Second, velvet.
I hear you.
She's like, so GW, do you want to buy the mittens or not?
Oh, no. You rent them.
Okay, so next up on the dais, things we gotta get through. We're gonna look through some Bernie memes and sharing. Which I actually wrote, looking through some Bernie memes and sharing. That's great script writing, Hickory. You're fucking killing it. Anyways, let's just pull this bad bitch up, and I think it's that one. Yeah, let's find out. Look at that. It's like a search image. Oh, crap. I shared the wrong one. Don't mind me. I'll just stop that real quick. Yeah, look at that. Hickory, not very good at this.
Colin, in the meantime, can we talk about your mittens? I don't want Bernie to take all of the spotlight.
Well, these are also, you know, I believe these are Vermont Rome shred.
Nice.
Right, you get your leather, you zip them right here, put your heater pack in there, and they can keep you toasty warm. So Rome shreds, get at us.
So there you can see this one. This is a great Bernie meme. I actually really like this one. And we're just gonna paint a cold little Bernie right here, and we're gonna give them some happy little mittens. that one tore me up inside. This one, I shared the wrong. Okay, we're learning on the fly here. This is the beauty of the show, guys. Stop screen. I thought if I just shared that one browser tab that I'd be able to go to back all of them, but I can't. So, you know, you learn as you go. It's
sometimes it shows drunk, sometimes it's underwhelming. You never know.
Yeah, there's a good chance that it's a little bit of both tonight. That one is that one. Boom. I really like this one. This one made me laugh a whole lot. I had to pull it up in an article, unfortunately, because I couldn't find just the image. But there is something beautiful about Bernie and Deadpool just hanging out next to each other, thinking about what they're going to do next. That makes me laugh. Okay, let's go to the next one. What's that? Sure, that one. Okay. Also a good one. This one has a bunch. This one, that one made me laugh so good when I saw that one the other night. That's probably like in my top 5. This one is pretty good. The Face the Future Bernie meme, where he's in Fallout. That one was okay. This one is pretty funny, of Bernie kidnapping this poor girl. I don't know who she. Do you guys know who she is?
No.
Okay, bug it.
Is that Mila Kunis?
No, that girl looks like Mia Kunis plus 40 pounds. In the end of everything for the ex-candidate, I don't. That one I don't get, but anybody who watches anime may. I didn't get this one. Could anybody care to explain?
Yeah, normally there's a little white girl right there.
Oh, okay. That's really funny. Oh, that's pretty. Okay. This one's pretty good. So yeah, the Colin, that came up to, you were talking about the Burton Edgecomb right here, but he was wearing $132.96, which Bernie got at a discount because he's thrifty. And then Uniqlo, I have no idea how they figured out what pants he was wearing. And then the Jen Ellis repurposed wool mittens.
Priceless. There's some things money can't buy.
That's right, like a pair of mittens because she went out of business. This one was pretty good. This actually, I almost took that one for our logo, but I didn't. This is Martin Scorsese watching a Marvel movie. Oh, that's a great meme. Don't bother him and he won't bother you. That one's pretty good. Simply not standing for it because he's sitting down. He's still fighting for the people. Oh, that's pretty good. Bernie looks like another guy in the subway.
Yeah, absolutely.
That one's pretty tight. Chairman Bernie and Waldorf. I would like to ask them to come on and rate the Drunken Under Quarantine show. It was pretty good. That username's Prime though. Atilho. How would you guys pronounce that in young person leet speak? Adel?
That's what I would say.
Yeah, I have no idea. This one was really good.
Oh, yeah.
It's a fucking classic. That one made me happy. Mostly because you'll see later we ripped that one off. And yeah, he'll get up eventually. And I do believe that's the end of that one. Okay.
There was a really good one I saw where it's just like him on a single chairlift, just going up the mountain.
Oh, that's awesome.
With a board on.
The funny part is there's so many goddamn Bernie memes that if you search Bernie meme at the wrong place, there just comes up like 40,000 old Bernie memes. So I really had to refine the searches.
It's just a picture of him and it says, "Why was I called to rehearsal when we're not even doing my scenes?"
Which Colin, I think you should pull up your mask and do a little Bernie impression about how disappointed you were, how bored you were at inauguration.
Now listen, Hickory, this is the thing. I was there, and I was trying to, keep my focus, pay attention to what was going on, and it was really cold. And of course, we had to keep ourselves, worried that there might be someone storming the inauguration and trying to kill everybody. So I was sitting there. I was very, wore some practical things. I wore some, light track shoes that I could run if I had to run.
That was fucking beautiful, my friend. And
it was good
pretty much.
I love the thing. It said it just looked like it was on the to-do list.
Oh yeah, that was one of my favorites, and I couldn't find a good one to pull up. But it was basically like a picture of him just standing around that said Bernie showed up to inauguration like he had other shit to do that day. Like,
goes the president, blah 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 blah. All right, you've been the 1, you've been the 12. You know what I mean?
He pretty much looked like how you should look at going to his 16th inauguration or whatever the hell it's been since he like that shit's probably real magical your first time.
Yeah.
I imagine inaugurations are like anal. Like your first one, you're like real stoked about it. Like you haven't gotten to see it before. You've seen it on video, but you've never been there in person. And like you get all your stuff and you get ready and you go down and you pack your little bag and you're all like cleaned up and ready to go. And by like the 5th or 6th one, you're just like, there's way too much fucking prep work to this shit. And then by the time you got Bernie level, you're like watching your 20th inauguration, you're just like, why do we even do this shit anymore? I don't understand. We could be writing policy.
Not only is it your umpteenth inauguration, it's to a guy that you lost to.
But if you ask Bernie about and you say Bernie, what's the best part about inauguration? He's just like, it's a lovely day, but the best part is those little balls that they bring out around 1 o'clock that's got the little confectionery sugar on it. Those are delicious. Yeah.
It's my afternoon pick me up.
Yeah. That's the best part of the day. We go in, you have your coffee, they got a little thing there. We have a little it's like a pastry.
He's like, yeah, the bride and the groom say I do, and you're like, Bernie, were you at an inauguration or a wedding? It's kind of like the same thing. I wear the same clothes. I comb my hair with a balloon the same way.
I can't remember if it was Joe lemon meringue. We were there. It was lemon meringue with a little. I can't remember. I don't.
Oh my god, I am so fucking glad he is our state senator. It kills me every time. Oh god. Anyways, we're gonna get into our last. I'm sorry, I'm still chuckling about the fact that Bernie Sanders represents us. And I gotta say, I don't want to talk shit about Bernie because the guy is clearly an established creature in politics. But my god, dude, it's time to step down and retire. I'm
gonna die before I retire.
Yeah, we have an overlay. I took it off there. Okay, so the last subject we're gonna get to in the night is thank you guys for indulging me. We basically had a Bernie Sanders meme show tonight because he was the meme of the U.S. We had him on all our overlays. It was phenomenal. He's still sitting there just to the left of center, which is kind of funny because he's like it'd be way over. We're gonna ask the final question of the show, which is a very serious question to ask you guys. This question is, has 2021 already peaked? Like, have we reached the fucking precipice already? And it's just going to start going back down? Or you guys honestly think that things are going to get better than Vermont senator and every goddamn meme across the internet? Collen, since you dressed as the man himself, we'll start with you.
Well, I didn't dress like Bernie Sanders tonight. This is how I always dress.
It's how all Vermonters dress, but I wear a tie and vest because I'm a magician. So
everybody knows that this is how I always dress and this is how I always look. And but I have to say it's funny because sometimes it's strange. I mean, I've been aware of Bernie Sanders for many years. I've been lucky enough to meet him a couple times and have some good conversations with him. And it's funny to me that it's like Vermont is this really small state, and it's like we're sort of all used to it. But I can only imagine like people in the country who say are in California that don't even know, they couldn't tell you where Vermont is on a national map. Like there's those people when you say where are you from, you say Vermont, and they're like, oh yeah, what part of Canada is that? And you're like, it's part of America, So I think a lot of people, to me, like I said earlier, I saw Bernie, I just it didn't even register as weird to me the way he was dressed. It just looked like very Vermont, like very growing, and then it's and then I'm sure a lot of people, it's probably looked, more bizarre to other people,
I'm not gonna lie, that just gave me a flashback to when I was 15 or 16 and the internet was still we're still doing dial-up, and you'd go on Yahoo late at night and talk with other people in chat rooms and try to get into a private message and maybe send back some photos that would take 3 hours to download, or just have some sexy talk. But whenever they would, the common phrase back then was ASL, age, sex, location. I would be, like 15, and I would lie. So it'd be like 20, male, Vermont. And I swear to God, Colin, it was like 2/3 of the responses were like either, oh, is that a county in Maine? or oh yeah, Vermont's in Canada, isn't it? But that's when I just had that flashback in the back of my mind. Is just like, oh my God, all those people from the Yahoo and the AIM chats back in the day. That was, I forgot that was a thing until just now. I had that little rush of endorphins. I was like, man, I wish you could actually go talk to random people online anymore. You can't because it's just bots. Mr. Foley, what do you think? You think this is we've peaked on 2021, or you think we still have a lot?
Oh, we got more of the shit show left. Like, this is.
I know, but has it peaked, or is it just gonna like?
It's the definition of peaked. Like,
that's fair. I do use that word fairly freely.
Has it valied? Like, is it gonna get lower? No, it's gonna get a lot lower. Reaching an apex? I don't think we're gonna get that high. Like 2020. I've said it before. I'll say it again. 2021 is gonna be a shit show. Just strap your belt on, kick back, relax, and make sure you put your own air filter on before helping somebody else. Like it's a burning pile of dog feces, and we're just gonna have to smell it like roses. So, like, I wouldn't call this peaking, but I also wouldn't call it valleying. Like, it's somewhere down on the slide. Like, things are gonna get worse than the burning meme.
Okay, that's fair. Matt, what do you think? What do you think, my friend? Have we peaked in 2021, or is there greener pastures?
I think here's my take on 2021. I feel like 2021 has taken too much acid. However, at the peak of this experience, they've just introduced something else, maybe an upper, some sort of a stimulant, maybe what do you get in a cup stop these days? I'm not sure. I've never been. Maybe put it in a pipe or something. Yeah. Magic.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Magic weight loss powder, maybe.
Magic weight loss powder. I feel like it's just going to be one of those. And at some point, it's either going to go woo or it's going to go or maybe both. But I think we're going to be in this static energy, kind of like, you ever been on a train when you're a kid? And you just to summarize, I think we're all fucked.
That's fair. I can't argue against that, my friend. It was a hell of a 2020. The fortunate sides were we got to meet Mr. Vita. We got the Drunken Under Quarantine show. So we have a small smattering of people who got to hang out and have fun and laugh. Upsides were, I don't know, we learned a lot about who we were as people. We learned a lot about how things actually work. And the downside was there was too many to count. So 2021, hopefully looking up. Hopefully Bernie memes isn't the only thing we walk into 2022 talking that was good about 2021. Because that would be very sad. And it's too early for it to be all downhill from here. I'm hoping for the best. With that said, I did want to share from earlier before we go. I made this meme earlier, and I was sharing it right now. This is my Long Trail Bernie meme. It says, even Bernie is waiting for some Jonas wings. Where we got Bernie out there waiting in front of Long Trail, just pissed off that the visitor center isn't open. So I am reaching out to you, Long Trail. I need some wings. I don't care if it's a backdoor deal where I just show up and you put like you like have some guy come in for 5 hours and I pay you way too much and he just like fills me a soup cup full of Jonah sauce and I'll fry the wings myself. Like I don't give a shit, but I need a growler and a box of Jonas wings to make me happy. And I'm glad that's all it takes, to be honest. It doesn't take much. I'm like a football fan who doesn't watch football. Wings and beer will do it. Other than that, we've about reached our time. You guys have anything you want to, any closing comments, anything you need to get off your chest before we go?
I'm still waiting for Matt to talk about my tits.
Oh, me too.
Well. Do you guys have 20 minutes to spare?
My tits aren't that big.
No, but my adoration of them is.
See, that's why we need like a recorded after show on some type of specialty area where people have to go somewhere that's not Facebook or YouTube to access it, which we're working on. So don't worry, people out there. We are trying to figure that out.
We're off the air. Cool. So anyhow, this new bit I've been working on about GW's tits. Here it is.
So what really happened, right, is like Hunter Biden had a photo of GW's tits at one point, right? And that's when we get banned.
Used it.
Anyways, let's go around a quick round of plugs. Matt, we'll start with you. Obviously, we can see it right down on the bottom of the screen. It is at Big Dog New York 1.
Yeah.
Even though I will admit, for the first couple of months, we were following each other on Instagram. I read it as Big Dogny, and I didn't understand. I was like, oh, this must be a funny bit he has or a persona. And then I was like, oh, no, it's Big Dog New York, you dumb shit.
Big Dogny. I'm going by Big Dogny now.
Dogny, bro.
Dogny, bro. Yo, Dogny, bro. Hey, GW, bro. You're Dogny, bro. Yeah, plugs. Yeah. This week, this Wednesday, my sketch team has a show, Separate Beds. It's actually a DC-based sketch theater. But because
very cool.
I've been doing shows with them, they've been really fun. That's this Wednesday at 8 p.m. Friday, I've got that the crazy virtual thing I was talking about, Selim's Ghost, the Lynn Lady. If you follow me on there, DM me, I could give you like a discount code. And I just dropped a new video today. I've got a couple more I'm dropping this week. I've been making these like songs. Sometimes, they usually run the gamut between music and humor, and sometimes chopping up. I just chopped up McGregor's press conference. Which I released it yesterday on Rizzle, which is this app I've been making content for, but I think I'm going to drop it tomorrow on Instagram. But I don't know. Just having fun with what we got, man.
I saw the video. Good job, Matt. It's fun.
Oh, thanks, man.
Nice. Colin?
Check me out here. How do I do it over there?
Yeah, so you just got to figure it out. It's not a...
And
nope.
Woolen Comedy Club coming back 2021, bigger, badder than ever.
We'd say uncut, but we don't want to be sued by Trey Stone and Matt Parker. But it's going to be bigger, longer, and uncut. And I might have some head cheese. GW, anything you want to...
Follow me here on Twitter and Instagram. Foley Kills. That's how you do that, Colin.
Yeah.
It was right above your head. It was way easier. I'm in the other.
Yeah, you got to figure out the.
Oh, I'm sorry. There you go.
Thank you guys for joining us. Matt's getting it. He's like he's directing a plane in, but like at a time where a plane didn't land on an landing strip.
It's this big.
It was like that time I had this one time. It was like it's as big as a Shopee, and I'm like, yeah, it's like this big. Anyways, thank you guys for joining us. Thank you everybody for joining us. Jason, last comment of the show says OnlyFans, lol. And if you keep prodding at Jason, Pierre might end up making that a reality for all of us,
Showing
which
his
I'm okay with.
I have a shirt on underneath. That wasn't my actual tent.
It's all right. I got kind of hot regardless. Anyways, that's all we got for this week. Matt, thank you for joining us. Colin, GW, thank you for being here as always. This has been the Drunken Under Quarantine Show. We are hosted by the Woolen Comedy Club. And as always, we support the Bernie memes, even if we don't all support Bernie, because he is from Vermont. He's our state. And memes are great, no matter what crazy policies the dude comes up with. Anyways, that's all we got for this week. I'm Edgar, the Drunken Underwhelming. I hope you all out there remember to stay safe, stay drunk, stay underwhelming. Most importantly, stay fucking sane. And we'll see you all next week.